Alright, my name is Matt Barnes. We're in my studio right now. It's part of Westside. Yeah, this is where we do a lot of our stuff that we shoot. Everything that we do that's studio based, as long as it fits in here, we shoot in here. We have our lounge area, which is where I'm set up. I have sort of book collection behind me, and trinkets and shit like that I pick up all over the place. It's sort of, I guess, sort of a little bit of a creative den for what we do. Whenever anyone asks me like how long I've been doing this or whatever, I usually say 5 years. That's, I guess it's going on 6 years now. This will be my 6th year starting, but it's, yeah, 5 years doing it as like a paid artist or a paid photographer making a living at it. Yeah, there's sort of, like, I guess there's two very different things that we do. We either get hired to do a photo shoot or we do our own photo shoot. So the thought process is very different for either of those. Like, for commercial stuff that we get hired for, we receive a layout and we quote on that. So we say, how we want to approach it and, how we want to do it, where we want to spend the money that's available, and we send that off to the agency, and, they choose us or they choose someone else based on, who they want to work with or how much money it's going to cost. And from there we start producing it, and, we get to sort of inject a fair amount of our own ideas. When I was like an assistant for people, like, I wasn't allowed to use their studio, so like late at night, I'd go home for the day, and then like at midnight I'd like sneak models into their studio in the back door and do a photo shoot there and shoot till like 6 in the morning, go home for an hour and then come back in. And I'd never really booked like permits to shoot anything, or I didn't even really know that you had to. I always figured that I could just say I was a student and kind of get away with it. Never really got in too much trouble. We almost got arrested once at the waterworks for breaking in there and doing a shoot, but didn't really have too much problem. But it's like when you're doing stuff for commercial clients, everything's got to run pretty smoothly, and they're, you can't really be worrying about getting busted if you're trying to do something like that. I've been telling people I was a photographer for a long time because I always wanted to be a photographer. So whenever, even like in college or before college, people ask me sort of what I did, I tell them I was a photographer. I always thought it was a pretty cool thing to be, so I started telling people that, and then eventually it came true.